Giuseppe, what are you doing?
Working on the Camaro. I'm gonna start doing the trunk pan. Pulling the trunk off now.
You didn't give up on it yet? Be careful, because if that bolt comes out and this hits here, you're gonna scratch the body.
Oh yeah, no, I don't want to do that.
You're kidding, right?
You know
I know.
that this car had air shocks?
Everything had air shocks.
Oh, this is the valve right here. See this right here? You unscrew this, and you put the air in right here, just like a tire.
And what does it do?
It jacks up the car. It sends air to the shocks and makes it the whole car go up. Every muscle car had those. Mostly, like all the kids that were still going into school and all that, and they had their muscle car.
They didn't have any money.
Jacked up, and then the father will take the air back out, and All right. That trunk is from GM. That's worth a lot of money.
Which one? What trunk? This?
No, the trunk.
That's worth a lot of money.
Oof.
Here, cut all this out.
So first,
Find your frame rails so you don't cut them.
That's not hard to
They're
find.
probably
You
right
can see
over
them right
here.
where you stand.
I think, yeah, right? Just take a different angle. You'll see anything you want with this.
My dreams were always that I wanted to have my own speed shop, hot rodding, vintage classic cars ever since I was not even born yet.
You got some of the trunk out.
Obviously.
I'm surprised that the trunk didn't come out like this when we were towing it.
Hey,
Yo, what are you doing?
what kind of shoes does a
No,
frog wear? No, listen.
no,
Listen. What kind of shoes does a frog wear?
The ones on your ass.
No, open-toed.
Oh!
You get it? Yo, you get it? All right, I got another one. You ready? What kind of shoes does a spy wear?
A spy? That's easy. Sneakers.
You're
You're the one that said it. I didn't say the joke. Why are you saying that making that noise at me? All right, come on. What's next? You
Next,
cutting out the
this
sides?
is all welded to the frame rail, so I'm gonna bend this up and air chisel it.
Nah, I wouldn't do that. I think your frame rail comes up to about here. You could have to measure it and cut this other piece out. Just get rid of the bulk of it. And then slowly peel the scorch off of it. Scorch it.
First, what we're gonna do, we're gonna look at the old one. Look, it's got a hole here, a hole here, a little hole here. There are little holes
There
everywhere.
isn't a hole because
so the
the
whole
whole thing's
damn
gone.
thing is garbage. Underneath, we got these brackets which are completely rotted on the outside, so I can't even use those. And the new floor pan comes with those. These brackets over here for the gas tank. You know?
Scorch out those other two things and get it done.
Ah!
Yo.
That was a quick delivery.
It is?
Oh yeah. Summit! I'm gonna open it up. I actually put an order through yesterday.
Oh yeah? These are your...
Hey!
Open the box! These are your
Grip rails.
Well, there they are. These catch the water when you open the door. It doesn't make the water go in the car. It's
This-
like a gutter system.
Basically. This welds on to the roof pieces I'm waiting for,
That's the one.
which are rotted on my car. You like it, Leroy? Obviously, you don't see this part. This part gets welded on into here. Since I'm cutting all this off anyway, because it's rotted, I'm gonna be welding this on, just like that, you know? This is the biggest rot hole I have ever seen in my life. You know that? But not for long. Hopefully next week.
So Giuseppe, what do you got going on here?
Everything's cleaned out. I had a couple rot holes on the frame rails. I patched those. Tiny rot holes, nothing severe, only in that one spot. The rest of the frame rail was solid as a rock.
Right there?
Here, and then that side was smaller. You can see I didn't grind any of the welds yet, you know? Not the
Okay,
prettiest
that's
thing in
pretty
the
good.
world, but it gets the job done.
All right, so you want to put the pan in?
So we're gonna put the trunk pan in.
Let's do our
Now
magic.
it's not staying in, because I gotta put holes in the trunk. So I don't
That's
know
fine.
where the frame rails are gonna be on the trunk.
You're going to draw.
You know,
where
so
your
we're
frame
gonna
rails are?
be like Bob Ross over here. We're gonna draw on
Bob Roth.
We're gonna Ross.
Ross?
All right. So it's not gonna permanently be in.
All right. Move your side over.
I got one side of the holes drilled on the trunk pan.
Started drilling? All right, so you're going to drill your spot weld holes, right? These are
Yeah.
the holes that are going to
A
connect
lot
this
of them
piece to
I
that
gotta do.
piece.
A lot of them I gotta do with the drill. And over here where it's closer together, I can do it with the hole puncher. I can't put a hole puncher.
You can't punch holes there. You got to drill. So basically, this is where your frame rail goes,
You gotta
or
hold
we
it.
can just drill. This This is where your frame rail is, right? Frame rail for a unibody. You know what I'm saying? The frame rail. What do you call it? Frame rail. That goes here. Okay. I'm saying something. So your frame rail goes here, all the way up. So why aren't you drilling holes here?
Well, that's a big bracket.
This is a heavy brace, so you're going to drill the holes from the frame rail side, right?
Exactly.
But I mean the other side. And this is your wheel well area, right? You might be mini tubbing, right? Because
so.
when you mini tub, you got to actually flatten a section of the frame rail to give it its space. This is where your gas tank would go. These are your gas tank brackets, right? Right?
Yep.
Right? This is where your strap is staying right here, right? This is your jacket, right? This is your curly hair. This is your nose.
Look. And this
is your
Pops.
family jewels.
No, I need my family jewels.
Get the work done. Come on.
I have a question for you.
What's up? Oh no. Not a joke.
It's okay, listen. Why does a dog have tail feathers? To cover its butt quack. No, that was good. Yeah.
So bad.
See, I actually got it to laugh on that one.
That's so
that
bad,
one I
bro.
got it to laugh. I accomplished a very big mission today. This is what I got so far. This beautiful trunk pan.
Good old Summit, baby.
Look how beautiful and gorgeous.
You know, Summit got these things here. How many days? 2 days? 3. Somehow. 3 days. 2, 3 days. First of all. Second of all, the parts went together really nice. No finagling. You know, you have no idea aftermarket parts what they could put a person through. You don't know.
I also got the trunk lid on.
Well, this is like check your
Well, as I
stuff.
weld, I want to make sure nothing moves.
You got the same measurements on both sides, on your old quarters and all of that stuff. That was GM fit. That's why I don't strip a whole car down and say, oh, I'm going to put it together. Next thing you know, it's for sale on Facebook. No, I don't do that. I do them piece by piece. Maybe somebody's cooler out there, but mine's going to go 100% straight. You understand?
Wow, baby.
Look at this floor! Isn't it beautiful?
Here's a good old Lincoln welder, huh?
Zap,
What?
you did a
Not good?
really,
Oh.
really nice job.
So you're mad at me at something I didn't do right.
You did a really, you're not completely done. You're waiting for some braces that go over here for your seats, right?
Yeah.
All right. You did
I didn't
a
order those yet,
really,
actually. You just
really,
reminded
really
me.
nice job.
You just reminded me I didn't order those. I should
You hear
probably
me?
order
I'm
those.
so proud of you.
Oh, aren't you? And then I got the trunk pan welded in. Today was the welding day.
Look at these seams. Look at all the seams, like factory seams all the way across. Not bad. Let's look at the bottom.
Now look, this is how you know if your spot weld grabbed what you really want to weld, like underneath. Let's say you're behind, you get burn spots in the back.
See?
Hey, over here, you can see the little burn spots over here. It's a little.
Yeah, that's a reinforcement
see.
piece. A lot of people don't put the snubber back on. And now this is the next area, is the cowl / floor pan area, right?
Yeah.
You got these from Summit. By the way, this is all from Summit. All these parts. Anybody restoring a, Camaro or Chevelle or whatever the case is, they got a lot of stuff.
So this is next on the list. Tomorrow I'm gonna start cutting this out. That's tomorrow's job. I'm gonna cut this out. I think I only have to go up to here. Right here. Just
It depends.
From here down.
Yeah,
I got it.
you
Because look,
can-
if this thing's rotted that much over here is gonna wind up having a couple of holes too. From
Yeah.
here down, I'm just gonna replace it along with this and be done.
Mañana, baby.
89% solid.
You know, I don't
wish.
think you're that bad.
Not at
Mañana, baby.
Pops,
What's up?
you know what this is?
I can only guess what it's for.
One Welding
What's
Camaro.
it for? The Swiss cheese mobile?
Yep, it is. Alright, hold the stand. Ready?
Sure.
You're not holding it.
I mean that. Oh,
The stand.
ready to go. Come on, hurry up! It's getting heavy. You said hold the stand.
So it doesn't slide.
Ups a daisy.
Yeah.
Whoa! Oh wow! I like this. That's with the brackets and everything. Home slice.
Oh, it is, isn't it?
Yeah. Stand it.
Here, get this box out of here. This right here is where the floor pan gets welded on. You know, gas, brake pedal, you know. Shifters over here. Your doors are over here. Your cowl's over here. Your hood's over there. Your back wheels are around like right here. Your front wheels, however, are well,
Yeah. Where's
Over
Main
there.
Street?
over there. If you look, I obviously got on a cart, or a dolly, whatever you want to call it, because I need to do this piece right here. And on the lift, it's not very easy, because I have to go in and out of the car, you know?
Sure.
So, now, we're going to do this. This piece right here.
So you're just gonna cut what you need off of there, or are you changing the whole thing?
I don't think
Or
I'm
are you
gonna go
just
that
gonna
far.
cut the pieces and fabricate and make them fit into
Just
the
whatever
pan?
I need.
I think that's your best bet, because this is not too bad. It needs to be cleaned pretty good, but it's not like it's full of holes, this piece. This piece is like the only piece that's actually decent.
Yeah, I'm not changing the whole thing. Basically,
gonna-
whatever I need is rotted is what I'm going to do.
Cut and tailor the pieces you need, because if the rest of it's good, then leave it.
Yeah.
Well, yeah, okay, knock it out.
You know? And you know, this is from good old Summit.
Good old Summit, they've been treating you really good. Only Summit, baby. Only Summit,
Only
baby.
Summit can make it happen.
Let's do it.
Let's do it. There we go. All right. Basically, this goes on right here,
Right.
but this goes on top of this brake, so
Behind it.
it goes on. It goes in from inside the car.
We'll get it to fit, graft it in real nice, and then let's check it out.
I'll get it backed in and I'll show you.
You got it, pal. Giuseppe, how you doing? How are you doing? Yeah, how you doing? How you doing? That's different.
What are you doing is what am I doing? Well, we know what I'm doing. Just how am I doing? Up to what are you doing? How you doing? What are you doing?
Well, what? You don't know that. So what do you got going on?
I'm welding this piece. I got these pieces in both sides. That side's tacked. I'm welding this side all the way around. I'm almost
Nice.
done. Why don't you go take a look inside?
Now these are the ones you cut off the cowl area right there.
Right.
Wow, you got a mess all over the place.
Yeah, I know.
Off the cowl area, right?
Yes. You should take a look on the inside. Looks nice.
Giuseppe, that looks really good, man. That really does look good.
Doesn't it?
Yeah, oh yeah.
Looks like a brand
Over
new
there, you
car.
got your holes for your spot welds to go to the brace that holds in the subframe, right?
Exactly.
Your cowl area is still original. You got rid of all the
I
rotted
just got rid
spots.
of the rottedness. The
Spots.
rottedness.
Then from there, then you got your main floor pan, the one in the center section. Then you got your rear floor pan.
And then it goes into the trunk.
Look at that, beautiful.
The whole understructure of the car is done and solid.
Meh, almost.
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 I just, if
You
when
still
I
got
finish
more things
welding
to
those
do.
two things in, the whole understructure is done.
Giuseppe, what are you doing? What are you doing?
Finishing the cowl over here. I was.
That was a nice big patch, huh?
It was enough. See, what happened was, when I was
Nice.
doing the cowl, which was the first thing I did to the car, like all up here, I was originally planning on just laying a piece of sheet metal all the way across, but I didn't want to do that. So, because it was just little spot right here that I have left.
Out of the 30 spots, you did
Exactly. Right. So I just finished this up right here. Everything's welded. I got the spot welds under here. I'm gonna grind everything. I'm gonna seam seal all the edge all along here, you know, because this is all dried up garbage on here. That's not doing anything. So I'm gonna do that, and then once I get into the filler process of the whole car, then I'll do filler. I did these under here. They're welded and grinded and done. The all over here, there's all heat-related stuff. I'm not completing this car.
Is this where your gear hoses are? I
The
think
two lines for the antifreeze went into here. Remember,
Okay,
it went
yeah.
all over my shoe.
The antifreeze spilled. Oh yeah, I remember that.
So yeah, I'm gonna shut these. This is the blower motor. I
Yeah.
don't need any of that. I'm gonna shut this because this car is not gonna be like a weekend cruise there. No, this is. I'm going. You know. So
You're
I'm
gonna
shutting
beat
this.
on it.
Well, not destroy it and kill it. But anyway, I'm gonna make this a nice smooth. I guess they call it. They refer cowls like smooth when their customers flat. So all this is gonna be shut. You know. I did a lot. Next step. Tomorrow I'm getting the roof pieces from
You're coming in
C2C. Until
We've used
then,
them before.
we sure did. The Pontiac, the floor pans, the rockers, and all that.
We did like the whole car from them.
Yeah. Pops!
Yo, what are you doing with this thing? What is this?
This is the one piece I needed to complete the Camaro. Technically, two pieces.
What is it?
This is from C2C. Thank God for C2C with that Pontiac. I'd still be working on it.
I know. Seriously.
I like it. I like it a lot. Galvanized metal.
Take that out of there.
Oh, wow.
Wow, look at this.
On the Pontiac. I almost said Pontiac. On the Camaro, all here is rotted.
You got the piece now, baby.
Both sides, so thank God. Oh, hey, there we go. This basically goes right over here. See that? Goes all
Underneath the sheet metal.
Well, of course, yeah, it goes underneath. This is all the inner supports and all that.
Cool, man.
You know what I gotta say about that? Thanks, C2C. I needed these. C2C Fabrication's website is going to be in the description, and if there's any parts that you need from them, just use code Giuseppe's for a discount. So there you go. Now I finished the cowl. I think I'm going to put on the lift because it's a little
You can
too
do
high.
quarters right there.
Quarters? I'm not doing quarters. I'm doing roof.
You want to do the roof? Then yeah, you
'Cause
probably.
look, the quarters go over the roof.
Let's do it.
Let's do it.
Let's do it. Giuseppe, what are you doing?
No, how am I doing of the what are you doing? Because we did the what are you doing in the beginning. I'm getting ready to put that piece in. I don't know, then was it the frame, the door frame? The
roof framing.
They call it, you know, all that.
What's it called? You had the label hanging around here. A inner quarter door frame left hand weld through primer. Weld through primer? What the?
Oh, the silver. This paint is well through primer.
Oh yeah, yeah.
Now I got so excited that I just went wild. So this is the old piece right here.
This is all rotted here.
In here is also rotted, so I can't patch it, you know?
Look at this. This is where your roof sits. Right?
This I separated because this has the inner quarter section that is all one piece. This lower piece goes like right over here. It comes down and goes all along here.
Alright, well that's still good.
Hopefully. So I drilled all the spot welds out, real nice, been professional, and I hit it with some weld through primer. This way I'm ready to just put it in.
And weld it up, okay. Alright,
Let's see it in.
Yeah.
I'm gonna tack this in and put the roof on. Make sure we're right on.
So what do you got? 4 areas. You got 1, 2, 3, and 4 areas to weld. That's where it's attached to the car, am I right? Okay, go ahead. Let's go. Get to work. Finish it up. Make it look nice for me.
No, but that's the roof panel. I got the drip rail.
Everything's measuring out okay? Where you want it?
Certainly is. It's beautiful. Before I take the roof panel back
Well,
off,
what goes here? They gave you a bad roof. It doesn't reach.
You're funny. Quarter panel goes here. Meets up over here, and it gets leaded.
What's this area called?
Sail panel.
You know why?
This looks like a sailboat.
That's it. Alright, so this side matches up too, right? This side's good?
Yeah, take a look.
This is where your lead goes together. on the front. This is your leaded area in the back.
This piece is like the outer skin for like the drip rail. You know what I mean? Because this goes in here. You know what I mean?
Right. And it lines up.
How you doing, Leroy?
So this fits in basically where the old drip rail is?
Yeah.
See, it's important not to just rip everything
Nah,
apart.
you gotta study the panel and see how everything's going together.
Yeah.
See, this project that I'm doing needs so many new pieces. You know, I can't cut everything off because usually when you do that, you put the car on the jig. I don't. First of all, I don't have a jig, and where am I going to put it?
Well, you can't have a jig unless you're GM.
Well, that's what I'm saying. So I have to do one piece at a time, and sometimes, you know, when you go on Marketplace and you see like a car for sale and it's just a skeleton, like what do you want me to do now?
It's junk.
What am I gonna do? What am I gonna do with this? It's just a couple brackets. See, that's why I do one piece at a time. Because I use the old pieces, let's say the drip rails, as like a reference point. Because GM put this car on like a jig, let's say.
They did, yeah. When they
you know what I mean. So these are exact measurements where everything needs to be. So I use them as reference points to do this part. See, that's why that side I did one side at a time. I'm gonna go weld that on and finish, and then I'm gonna cut the inside of the roof pieces. Then I'll do this side, because I use this side as the reference points.
That's what happens is when you take one of these apart and they rip all the panels off, that's it. You don't have a jig. You can't get jiggy with it, right?
Do you even know who sings that?
Sings what?
Jiggy.
I'm talking about putting a car together. What? You can't get jiggy with it. You don't have a jig.
Jiggy is a song.
What kind of song? A song? What? Yeah, I know the song. I don't see no Dean Martin. Not connected here. Well, there you have it. There's a piece of it. You're going to be cutting all this out here, and you're going lower with this thing, right? Because you're all rotted.
At least that side was solid down there.
This one ain't.
On this side.
And then you got the new piece. Beautiful. All right, so you're sectioning here. You're going to separate it right here at the piece of metal, like you did the other one. Drill these spot welds out, so you can separate it, and you're going to make your cut all the way down here, and you're just going to go boop. This is leaving. This right here at your line is staying.
Because this is all rotted. The other side, this wasn't rotted. So I put these spot welds back. I drilled these out and welded them on that side.
Yeah, it was different.
Like the
this
factory.
one's got more rust, if you can only imagine, on the Corvette. On the Camaro.
There you go.
On the Camaro.
This is the last piece to complete the roof supports. This piece is the one I need to complete the roof supports. See this? That's where this goes right here. Direct replacement. Because this piece is so rotted. Look at this. This is all rot. So we're going to cut that out. And of course, good old Summit. They made this happen. Huh? And then after I put this on, I can put the roof panel on. So the roof panel, I can go drag racing. That's a joke. Right now I got the piece clamped on, and it looks pretty good. Check it out. Perfectly in the middle, everything lines up. I got clamps. We're going to start tacking it on. And after it's tacked on, I think I want to fit the roof panel on. Make sure it's so beautiful. It's most likely we're gorgeous. And after that, I'll just weld the whole thing. Finish tacking it on, fit the roof on. I'm going to finish welding the whole thing, and I'll show you guys the finished result.
Cutting a quarter off, huh?
Sure I am.
They can't see you.
Sure I am. This came off on its own.
Right? Nature.
Not fun.
It is. Look at this junk. Mess. That's what happens when you leave them outside like that, covered.
The owner said, I don't know what to do. I mean, I covered it. I don't know how it got like this. Why?
It marinated like a piece of chicken. Like a balsamic.
No, tomato
with
sauce.
the right spices.
No, tomato sauce with the polenta.
Tomato sauce, marinating. I'm talking about.
Yeah, you put the chicken in the tomato sauce with the polenta.
That's not what that means. You take an Oreo cookie.
I don't like Oreos.
Well, I do.
Okay.
So you take one and you put it in the milk. And all the bubbles are out. That's marinade.
And then the milk.
All the bubbles are gone.
Yeah.
It absorbed all. Not Hydrox.
Yeah, but then the milk.
Not
turns
Hydrox.
black.
You got to use Oreos.
The milk was black.
It's
Fucking weird.
no. It's oh yeah.
You know?
No, but marinated means like that.
Soaked.
Pretty much all the juices went into the chicken. Nice.
In.
Inside.
In.
This is basically, this car got marinated in humidity. And that's what this is here. You might as well dunked it into a fish tank or something like that. Anyway.
This is the only car I saw rot from the top down.
From the inside out. So you're going to take this off. You're done welding the brace in front.
Yes, because the quarters go on first and then the roof.
And they kind of all go on together in my book. Right. If you got to change all of them at the same time. So that's what these lines are?
Yep. Now I'm doing 1 quarter at a time. I'm going to cut this off.
All right, so you're going to cut right where the black line is all the way around. You're going
Yep.
to remove this,
Mm-hmm.
and then we'll take it from there.
Yep.
Let's do it.
There you go.
Oh, you got a lot of work to do. You got to get all this down, all this. Oh,
Yeah.
Get a stomach ache again.
Basically out on
There's nothing holding it.
Right.
A lot of work.
Hey!
Oh, there you go. Time to
A
get
piece of a mixing stick.
all right. So what do you got?
This is from Summit Racing.
You're getting everything from there, huh?
Literally.
Oh, look at that. These are the inners?
These are inners. 2 inners, 2 outers.
This basically will go right in here.
This I didn't take off yet, so
No?
don't mind that.
I know, it's all right. It goes basically right in here.
Yeah.
All right, cool.
So there you go.
There you go.
What a mess on this floor. Look at all that rust. Alright, well there you have it. This is the wheel well. It's tacked in, the inner and outer are tacked in place together. The wheel well is clamped in, ready to be welded. I just got to drill some holes up here, down here. But other than that, now I did test fit the quarter panel, and the quarter panel is also right on the money. The door gap lines up perfect, and there you go. I'm going to drill a couple holes. I'm going to weld the wheel well completely in. Then I'm going to get the quarter panel. We're going to make sure we're still all on the same page, tack it in, and be done. Pass! Oh! How you doing?
Well, you know my Volkswagen deal, right?
Of course we do.
You know the exhaust on a Volkswagen, it's got those 2 chrome little pea shooter things?
Yeah.
Well, I'm not putting that.
No.
Obviously, I'm rodding the car. So, I'm going to delete them. I started roughing out a couple of patches here. We're
Yeah.
going to close these up. You know?
There you go, yeah.
I'm going to start grinding and cutting on these. So, obviously, I made these a little bigger just so that I can, you know.
Better too big than too small.
Yeah, you cut too much off, it's like getting a haircut. You can't put it back on over there.
Just like what happened to me yesterday.
What happened to you?
I got fired. I was working at the bank, and you know why I got fired?
Is this one of your knock-knock jokes?
Not a knock-knock joke.
great.
It's a good joke.
Oh, this is terrible.
You know why I got fired at the bank?
Why'd you do that?
Some lady asked me to check her balance, so I pushed her.
Why don't you jump on a stage and do a little tap dance, a little joke telling,
Yeah.
all right, and see what happens from there.
It's not gonna go good.
Because your body work is horrible. It's not working with you at all.
Thank you.
Holy cow.
Ew!
You're the man.
Oh, no, I'm not.
You're the man.
Hey.
How's that one?
Ninja.
Oh, yeah. I just got to bend the bottom down a little bit better.
Bend it a little bit better, but other than that,
that's where it goes. One more thing I need to do is radius this. See, because this is completely flat. Capiche? I need to radius it this way and the other way. Now I grind the paint off. And that's how it's done.
what are you doing? You're supposed to drill holes. Drill holes. Yeah. Get out of there.
What happened is this car, back in the day, who knows when, 1979, who knows when, I don't know, had a fender bender, in this case a quarter panel bender, and somebody repaired it, you know? Cheap way. Just a regular car.
Yep.
Don't forget, 1, 2, 3, what do you want from me?
Wasn't exactly
To
a
my
Ferris-
standard?
Wasn't exactly a Ferris custom.
No, to my standard, this is a horrendous job. It's wavy, see? Okay. But when I started working on the car for myself, this was already done. And I was a young kid, and I was eager to get the car done, and I didn't even know what the shape of the sheet metal looked like under here, or I would have probably shaped it all up. Now, the quarter was rotted, the whole 9 yards here, we're doing this, obviously, we're just gonna strip the car,
Yeah.
and we're gonna, whatever it needs, we're gonna make sure that it's done right. There you have it. Now, you grind them, this is where all the holes go. Okay? We're going to grind everything, and then we can start, once we straighten everything the way we want, we can start the filling process. I did my, I don't know, front quarter panel, whatever they call this. I did all around my roof,
Nice.
my rack top. I straightened out my destroyed quarter panel. We're starting to work our way. I got my pillars and all my corners done.
And you know what? And you know what?
I wasn't prepared.
Watch this. After you're done with filler work, and you can take a magnet, you can still stick it on.
Damn right.
That's filler work that you've done right.
Yeah, go ahead.
All right.
Hey, listen to me. Listen to me, Copernicus. Turn the knob.
It's got a switch. Look.
Yeah.
Wow.
Hey. Everywhere. All, where all the filler is. Anyway, when I'm done with the shell, all the way around the
Pops.
car, talking to you.
Filler on your tire.
I'm talking to you. Forget about it. It's junk tires. Once I'm done with the shell, I get everything in primer. And on this side, what I got going on.
Are you getting ready for filler on this side too, huh?
Well, we're getting there, but we're not there yet. The threads rotted out, fell out a long time ago. So I made this piece here.
Oh, look at that weld-through primer you got over
These
there.
are going to be my threads. This is one of the original bolts. Okay, so this piece is going to get welded in this way. Not, and you know, like this. No, it's no good. You're going to give yourself a lot of room. This is going to go in basically like this
Got it.
and get welded in right there.
That looks good.
So I'm going to weld this in right there. Now that'll hold it. That's the tack weld. Now I'll weld it all up, and then I got another one up here. See the hole?
Yep.
And that's it. Then they're all in. I did all of them.
That's what I call professional, baby.
That's right. I did this. I straightened my quarter. I straightened the front quarter. Now I'm starting to do like the door jambs and stuff like that. So then after these two sections are done, this whole lower half,
You're
car
gonna take
goes
it
on
off
the floor.
and you're gonna do where
And I gotta do
bananas used to be and
yeah, where my bananas used to be.
yeah, right.
All up here has to get done around here, and then we can start on its limbs. You know what its limbs are? Doors,
Yeah.
the hood, the front trunk. But in the meantime, I'm starting to smooth all this, doing the door jambs. You know, a lot of work. This car was a junk car when you pulled it out of the garage.
Right,
This
yeah.
thing was finished. Not worth fixing. But sentimentally, I figured that I'll fix it. So here it is. My little baby.
Hey Pops,
Yo,
what are you doing over here? No, what'd you do?
I'm cleaning, I took the things out. I decided differently. And I decided to delete the vents. I'll get air from someplace else.
You're just gonna leave it open?
No.
No.
I made a piece that goes there.
Wow.
It's gonna go on.
Looks like you already bought it.
Yeah. A little bit of fine tuning here. So there's the piece. Primer, nice. I gotta weld this on. It's gonna look nice and smooth. Yeah. Now next we're gonna fill it all. Now you got a nice, smooth looking bulb.
Well, it looks good, that's for sure.
Gets the job done. This week I get the car primered. So we'll play it by ear. I'm gonna try to fill it now. You make it out good there?
Yes.
Because you're annoying the shit out of me here.
Okay.
Taking over the world!
Taking over the world.
Done!
My quarter's not on.
Uh-huh.
My dreams were always that I wanted to have my own speed shop, hot rodding, vintage classic cars ever since I was not even born yet.